Okay, well, I'm joined by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren as we've just had the presser for what some are calling World War III. I mean, it's guaranteed war on May 10th.
Listen, this has got fight written all over it. Unbelievable, consummate professionals, both of them. Anto found himself last year in a big way, started taking the game seriously, 2 brilliant wins over Joe Cordina and Josh Warrington, and done it in style. And he asked for this fight, and Lee wanted it. And as you know, we all know Lee. Was it 2022?
Yeah.
Ring Fighter of the Year against Jamie Conn, another Belfast guy. This is going to be an extra special fight. I really do believe it is a contender for Fight of the Year at this early stage of the year. This is going to be a special night.
It's certainly going to be that. And what we know about the Nottingham Arena, the Motorpoint Arena, the atmosphere will be incredible, this Nottingham-Belfast rivalry. Tell me this, it was quite respectful up there. I think ultimately these are two guys that let their fists do the talking. But there's something simmering as well. Very, very confident.
Oh yeah, but you got to remember they're not two young kids. They're seasoned professionals. They save it all for the ring. They got respect for each other, and that's a good thing. You know, when you look at guys and they show this respect towards each other, you know you're going to get a good fight because they know what they're going to get involved with. And I honestly, they're two really nice guys as well outside the ring. But I'm telling you, on the night, the atmosphere is going to be phenomenal in that arena. Anto's going to bring a lot of support over from Belfast, and we know Lee's got tremendous support in Nottingham, so the atmosphere will be brilliant, and that will make it even better. You know, the fights that we're bringing to the zone, Queensberry, and we're putting on, you know, it's our mission to make sure we deliver the best, and this can be the best fight of 2025.
Well, that was one of 3 events announced on Monday earlier this week. So much coming up. I mean, that press conference on Monday that we had with the heavyweights, Heavy Impact coming up to kick off all of this. That was great fun, wasn't it, Frank?
It was, and it's again a great card. You know, these are quality cards. They're exciting cards. You know, good 50-50 matches on them. You know, which is fabulous. That's what boxing's all about: seeing the best fight the best and making the best quality fights. And you know, this is the start of the journey. You know, we've got another one up in Scotland we're announcing, or we're going up for a press conference soon. And then the other fights that we're announcing for, was it the end of May, June, July. I mean, we've got a great roster of fighters, some great fights that we've made, and I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this. And looking forward to the fights. You know, besides being a promoter, I'm a fight fan. And these fights are quality fights.
So many big nights coming up on DAZN. Of course, next week, look, we'll all be heading to Riyadh very, very shortly for what could be the best fight show card put together ever.
You look at the card, I mean, it is, isn't it? It's a fabulous card from top to bottom. You know, you look at Better Bivol 2, rematch. The first fight was a cracking fight, and they know each other now. They've shared the ring with each other. It's going to be an interesting fight, and I think it'll be a quality fight with the 4 belts on the line. And then we got our Daniel Dubois going in with another Queensberry fighter in Joe Parker, who's on a roll himself. And this is for the IBF title. You know, Joe's a former world champion. It's going to be a tough fight.
Momentum as well, both of them.
And Usyk came out this week and said that he wants 2 more fights and he wants to unify the title. Well, the way he's going to unify the title is fighting the winner of the fight on the 22nd. So either Daniel or Joe are going to be facing him. So they've got another incentive, another carrot there for them to produce their best.
The stakes are getting higher and higher. And the stakes are certainly high also for Hamza Shiraz, who gets his shot at the WBC World title.
He does. He's one of our bright youngsters. He's been with us from the beginning. He's done a fantastic job with his career, and we've worked very hard to make that happen. He's delivered. This is a tough fight. This is his toughest fight. There's no doubt in my mind this is his toughest fight. But I believe he has the credentials and the ability to win the fight. But it's tough. It's a tough fight.
Yeah, well, he's ticking every box so far.
He has.
As is Ajit Kabayel right now, who's if we're taking Parker against Dubois Parker against 2 versus 3 now that Tyson's retired, it feels like Kabayel and Zhang is 3 versus 4 or 4 versus 5.
It's for the interim, isn't it? So it is what it is. It's a cracking fight again. Unbelievable. A really well matched fight with 2 fighters, and one that I'm looking forward to. And, again, this card is phenomenal. This card that's taking place in Riyadh on the 22nd is something special. And you just go down the card. Every fight is a main event in its own right. A main event in its own right. Really quality.
Special. It's got boxing fans like going through the history books like, was this one better? No. Was this one better? No, definitely not. So it's going to be special to be in Riyadh.
And they're good matches.
Yeah.
There's no big odds-on favourite. They're all, very tight matches.
Let me keep you on a couple of things. We saw Tyson Fury. He came along to the boxing the other night. Came to see Walter. Any conversations? We've seen him back in the gym. He's training Paris at the moment. It looks like.
Yeah, of course I had conversations with him, but not about him boxing. I'm not even interested in talking to him about boxing. He's spending time with his family. He's enjoying himself. He had a tough year last year. 3 training camps. One of them a long training camp where he got cut and he had to postpone the fight, and didn't spend any time with his family. He's got 7 children, so let him go and enjoy himself. Whatever will be, will be. But I'm not in any way pushing him into any fights. If he wants to fight, he will do. He doesn't need to fight for money. It's not. He's very comfortable, very well off, and he's a 2-time world champion. He's one of the 2 best heavyweights of the 21st century. So he's done everything you could do. And when you look at his background and the personal troubles that he had after he beat Klitschko, who was the best of his generation. Klitschko beat him, and then he had a lot of problems, a lot of personal problems, boozing, substance abuse, diagnosed as being bipolar, and suicidal. Was very close to doing something drastic. And thankfully, he fought through all that and come out the other side, and boxing was his saviour. It gave him some direction and gave him some purpose and sense of worth, and he showed what he was all about by grabbing that opportunity and regaining his titles that he never lost in the ring. And that for me in itself is a tremendous achievement, besides what he's done in the ring. So God bless him, let him go and enjoy himself, enjoy life, and boxing will always be here. And if he changes his mind, he does. If he don't, he don't. And as I say, go and enjoy himself. That's all he needs to do.
100%. Completely echo that, Frank. Thank you very much. What a brilliant show. I mean,
do not miss this fight. I am telling you, this is a fight. It's got fight written all over it. You are going to love it.
You are going to love it. May 10th, Nottingham, global home of boxing, DAZN, Cacace v Wood, the Apache against lethal Lee Wood. This is an absolute belter. Today was the press conference. We'll see you very shortly.